Do hereby solemnly swear that the contents of the affidavit presented before the returning officer and the accompanying documents are true and correct. So help me God. we have all the papers that we launched for this crucial resolution, and that the Commission will have to retreat and consider all the forms that have been launched with us, and then we'll come back with the determination taken to the
wait for you. have a condition. So with the mustard, and it's
Mr. President, can you hear me now? Yes. Can you hear me now? Yes. Mr. President, as I have intimated earlier, that the Commission was trying to treat and deliberate over the application for your nomination to stand in the 2026 presidential election together with your rally. We have considered, we have deliberated, and come to a decision. Now this decision I will read it. I can tell you what. Mr. President, Mr. HH United Party for National Development, bring your nomination to stand in the 2026 presidential election. I wish to inform you that, in accordance with Article 100 of the Constitution of Zambia, amending Act Number 2 of 2016 and Regulation 11 of the Electoral Process General Regulation, I have determined that you have been validly nominated.
Wait.
we filed our nominations for the president and running mate in the election of 13th August 2026. That is our confirmation. We want to thank the Electoral Commission of Zambia, Chair and commissioners, as well as the staff of the Electoral Commission of Zambia. We know that we're busy handling a lot of applications, and I'm sure that my other colleagues, our other contestants, have gone through the process successfully. We congratulate those as well. Those that have not succeeded, we can only say to them, good luck. I'm sure this time they will make it. But I must confirm that this is only one step towards the line, the 13th of August 2026. Now we have to work hard to convince the people of Zambia to vote for us on the election day. And our basis of convincing them, persuading them, is on the delivery, the performance in the first step. And I will say it outside there. I think so far we've done the heavy lifting. What is left is to accelerate economic growth of our country, to create jobs for the youth population, and indeed business opportunities for across the country without exception. That is our message, a very quick message. Congratulations, running mate. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Let me also thank our members, UPND members, thank our alliance partners, thank the people of Zambia for giving us the opportunity to serve them in the last 4 years, 9 months. And we look forward to carrying on the program of development as citizens can see for themselves. I think I should end here. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Gentlemen, pamamba hapo nyimbo, can we get some people out? Kipenda na futa pesa tunafika hapo. Thank you. May we clear from the stage? Kamilikipa stage chopepo pale pamamba. Kamilikipa mama chopepo pale open pamamba. Chopepo pamamba. Woza kamilikipa mama chopepo. Kisha nyimbo. Yeah. Square. Wewe wishifwe abakulu. Wewe nimwe bapangire cyalo befite byose. Twamucindike twamuremeye katika kanamasa. Twakota mwe balesa pabengolose mutwakwesha imyaka cyose shitwaigala kuri YPND n'imyaka 4 ico shimarisha abaperezida akainde ubuteka kilocha. Mwe balesa basala abapindishi imwebo. Kuleta mwe kushukuru. Nekutatoko ndio kama mwe balesa kufika hapa 13 August 2026. Mwende wene mshawe president akaile chama pamoja na nani mmeti wa vice president Nalumango. Mwende ne makansela wose. Mwende ne MP wose. Mwende ne mayor wose. Mwende wonsa wose wa Zambia. Tukumbe wako walesa ukomo kila mtu mwewe. Ekujingira. Kwa mikono kwa Yesu Kristo. Kama president akaile kama
nchimbe kwa mtoto ni mwe balesa nishi na ya Yesu Kristo emo kwalomba fionsefi ne kuzoezula birati amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my colleague from the Copper Belt, Honorable Matambo, Zambia. Mr. President, sir, the Republican President. Hello, colleagues, we don't have much time. Hello, colleagues, we do not have time. Colleagues, hey, we don't have time. Friends of Bari, students, give us time. Friends, thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you so much. Mr. President, please, may you take a seat, sir. Your Excellency, sir. You may be seated, sir. I can't see my president. This event is political event. Let me see the president I'm talking to. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Republic of Zambia, the First Lady, Madam Tita Higirema, the Vice President of the Republic of Zambia, Honorable Madam Nalumango, the running mate, the alliance partners, our Secretary General, the National Chairperson, Maoma, the Chairperson of the Election Committee, Honorable Ricardo Mfarari, the NMC members present, the aspiring candidates adopted countrywide, those who are here, we recognize you. Let me just say, all protocol observed. My names are obvious, Mutumomavi Peter Samaton, together with my MC from Copper Belt, Matambo, who ran through this short program, Mr. President. Mr. President, today we are the happiest here in Lusaka province that at least we'll have another 5 years of your presidency. Our job, sir, is to protect your legacy, that it should not go in wrong hands. Your legacy, which you have left, what you have done for this country, what we intend to do going forward, it is our duty as UPND members to ensure that it's protected. Chito amenema chita presidenti, muchisha Zambia. Nenchito jimanda kuisa presidenti going forward. Nenchito yapi ife ma members one wa UPND kuchita protect. Chito zamenema gwira. Muziko muna wantunuwe kondwela president. Chifukwa bana ba skulu boza abasenze kwenda ku skulu chifukwa cha examination fee mwabalipirira boma ilipira skulu boma ilipira kudya boma gwa bakudya Your work, Mr. President, your work, Mr. President, Mr. President, it has made our job as aspiring candidates very easy to convince the Zambian people because they have all seen what you have done. Mr. President, at this time, I know we have some provincial officials who have come, provincial chairman. I'll call my colleague from Koba Board to represent my other colleagues who are here, but we can't speak all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me recognize the presence of the President and the Vice President, and I'll just ride on the protocol already established because of time. I also recognize the presence of other presidents from our partners. I want to ask a question. I will ask questions. Today I only deal with questions to Zambians and yourselves who are here. And you should answer this question. Question number 1. Do you want peace or you want to go back to violence? Do you want peace or violence? If you want peace, you raise your hands. Question number 2. Mulafemi court in the mines, do you want them closed or opened? Mulafemi maini Yesu kanangu wesale. Abalafuwa Yesu kakonka nyepo imeni amawako. Question number 3. Mulafemi sebo nanguta mulafemi sebo. Abalafuwa tukonka nyepo kuwami msebo anda kaida nyama amawako. Question number 3. Do you want school fees or you don't want school fees, you want free education? Nana weka shapo question inekeni ndamde muchiremba na muchiramba. Mulefu ya skulu ya kulipira nangu mulefu ya free. Muchiramba chimulukufu ya skulu ya kulipira nangu ili ya kuburo kulipira. Abalefu ya kulipira imenyeni amaboko. Abalefu ya kulipira. Abalefu ya kulipira imenyeni amaboko. Abalefu ya free education ni wasala na Zambia. Kukonganya hapo imenyeni amaboko. Question number 4. Mulefu ya mitimu vipatala na utamulefu ya mitimu vipatala. Abalefu ya mitimu vipatala Mzambia tuwaneni. Wakonganya hapo na President na Kainda Ichirema. Question number 5. Mulafanya nchito isha kuingisha wakapokola waticha wadasi amasoja na woza washara amalafanya nchito wadamya mawako tumone. Number 5. Mulafanya ubulimu mkonga nyepo bamba vesi ya mataba na ubunga mwa stepo amalafanya ubulimu tuwane ni wakwamya mawako. Barafuwa mulimi itoteleni muliwa mano sana itoteleni. Here last, there was a period when every Zambian was living in a state of anxiety, and that was a gassing period. Gassing started from Copper Belt. Gassing takwali achi umu bongoshi. Tuwale lala mrumu imoine, ukula ikala no mwenso, pamulandu wa gasi. Amalefu wa gasi, iwele, pamulandu wa bari ya wachinjishe mpapa, na wachinjishe na, ukufuma kuli PF, wala iteshi na imbi. Amalefu wa gasi imieni. Amalefu wa gasi imieni ya mawoko. Ngata mulefu wa gasi, mulefu wa mutende imieni ya mawoko. Tukonkanye kwa President Akainde na totela sami pale. Thank you.
Tawala andalanda tatula andalanda tuvota chabe pakwanja. Ini osianako. Ini osianako hii. Kenti. Ini osianako hii. Ini osianako bwana. Atawi nonzaitana. Youth chairman, pole uposheko bantu wako hapa. Just greeting, we are behind time. Waposheko youth chairman, waposheko bantu wako. Zambia! Ule moyo ambao wende kulima wakateka papa.
Vice President watu bamai bamtaye Nalumango, bamai watu ba First Lady bamene watusungira kateka watu chikama ulemo kulimwe kopanda imwe stinga nkale pano ulemo uyende kuma Alliance Partners ulemo kuli chairman Maoma ba Secretary General na bose bamene wapwela pano bene bachipani ulemo kulimwe nisaibele matanki tukawala walala tuule tuja because mwina voters card na NRC tene katikupasa ni ulemu tikupe mpani mayuthi pa 13 August 4,000 mayuthi tentukupasa Hakainde Hichilema voti apitilize asunge chalo cha Zambia hili kwa kusirizisa Your Excellency kwa ine liswaniso nikamba kuti lelo chilina umozi Deputy National Youth Chairman wanga Trevor Mwinde aenda no post kukamba kuti usema yuthi tateliwa MP ungati umozi tentu mpase manja unyamule kwanja unyamule Hakainde ulikuti Hakainde ulikuti unyamule kwanja unyamule kwanja.
I'm handing over to him now, obviously. Yes. Now I'm calling upon the chairperson of election, Honorable Ricardo Mfaradi, just to finish up with the program to call upon.
Thank you very much. I recognize the presence of the Republican President Hakainde Hichilema, and I recognize the presence of the First Lady of the Republic of Zambia, Mrs. Hichilema. May I recognize the presence of the Vice President and the running mates? May I recognize the presence of Alliance Partners? May I recognize the presence of the Chairman of the party, the Secretary General, and may I say all protocols observed. Viva President Hakainde, viva! Viva Hakainde Hichilema, viva! Long live Hakainde Hichilema, long live! Mr. President, I will call on two Alliance Partners. First of all, may I call the Chairman of the Alliance. May I start with the Honorable Dr. Nevas Mumba first, then should we? You are not speaking. Thank you. Okay. May I call the Vice President then to come over? Madam Vice President, come through. The time. Thank you very much. Not the Vice President, but we'll call on the chairperson election. Alliance Partners. Zambia. May I recognize His Excellency the President, who is also now our candidate going into this election. I also recognize the First Lady. I recognize also Madam Vice President, who is the running mate going into this election. Mr. President, let me inform you that Dr. Nevas Mumba was here. In fact, has been with us the whole afternoon, but he had just come from the hospital, and right now just felt a bit funny, so he has left us. Otherwise, he would have been with us. This election coming, this is a very, very important election because the journey started by Hakainde Hichilema, the president, which has placed this country as the chairman for Copper Belt said. He tabulated so many things where wonders have been worked, whether it's the mining sector, roads, farming, students and hospitals. In order for that to continue, it is important for every one of you, every one of us, to ensure that we retain this team back in office, but not just back. There are so many things planned for the next term. We want to grow this economy to world-class economy. Already we have put this economy on a growth trajectory, but the next 5-6 years we will see this economy exceeding many countries that we think are rich, not only here in Africa, but throughout. But for us to get that program on, we need to give this team, this presidential team, the president and running mate, massive vote throughout this country. That is the challenge. Let no one say that it is easy. We have already won. We have not won. Everyone must go out and campaign and make sure on 13th August, everyone leaves their home to go and vote for this president. Mr. President, I thank you. Hi, Hamdo, to come and say a few things.
Zambia! My name, as already said, is Hivi Hamdudu. I am supporting President Hakainde Hichilema 100%. Zambia, this president is for you young people. He has put a very strong foundation for your future. We must go in big numbers and give President Hakainde Hichilema a resounding victory and a second term. Zambia is becoming bigger and greater going into the future under his leadership. Young people, please take the task. This is your election. Let us retain him. Zambia! Zambia! Thank you.
I think you have noticed that there is only one alliance that has order. There are no quarrels in the UPND alliance, of which I am the chairperson. That should indicate to you who you should vote for. We also have a lady president of the Democratic Party to come and say a few words and greet the crowd. President Judith Kabemba, come and greet the people here.
Chikunyonge. Yo akainde takateke chikunyonge. Your Excellency, Mr. President, the President of the Republic of Zambia, and now our presidential candidates. Our Vice President, Madam Nalumango, the First Lady, may I ride on the protocols that have already been established. Today marks another journey in the history of Zambia, where we know that we have a capable leadership, a leadership that will help unlock the potential of this country. I want to appeal to the women. Vanamayo ichitenge kuntashi vanamayo. Vayusi mulikwisa imwe. Iseni tukeme chipipia no kuya votela va President Hakainde Hichilema. Bantu Zambia kuchokela munshila ndalanda titakwawo kuchinja player ule ingisha na chotela mkwai.
Zambia. This team you see here, the president and the running mate. First of all, we want to thank them for the last 5 years, 4 months, 9 months. They have worked as a team. Now the running mate, WK Nalumango Mrs. I would like to invite her as a running mate going forward in the next election. I would like to invite her to come and speak to us and in turn invite the president when she's through. Thank you.
What a wonderful day that the Lord has made. And we are rejoicing today because the President and myself as the running mate have successfully filed in the nomination. I am in the presidency, and therefore I don't want to speak too much. But it is important for me to say a new era has come. That means the work starts today. It is important that we go from here, Mr. President, Ma'am, the First Lady. We go from here and start reminding the Zambians as to where we came from. Where we came from. From the violence that we have run away from. From the failure of management of the economy. From terrible unemployment. Mr. President, indeed the work goes on. We have to continue. That is why the president must be re-elected. Because of what he has done. We must continue because the work is still there. You can't hand over to a group of failures. We have to be united as our name is. We move together in unity from today to ensure that Zambians remember where we come from. They also remember what achievements have been done in the last 4 years, 9 months. There will be time to speak to this. But you are lovely people. You are Zambians. You understand that life has been changing and we will do better. Allow me, Zambia! 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 Do we want to go backwards? Mulefua yakuya kunuma. Tulefua yakuya kuntanshaini. Allow mwaku wakalomba Zambia! Let me call upon the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, who is also our candidate. Mr. President, speak to your people, sir.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Music down, music down, music down, music down. Okay, colleagues. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, colleagues. Okay, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Zambia. No. Amaboko. Zambia. One Zambia, one nation. Sotsana. Thank you very much. Because we don't have time, my dear colleagues. The colleagues behind there, that we have one meeting. The guys behind here should have been in front here instead of being behind. So at least you can keep quiet behind. Please. Zambia. Bali for you. Bali for me. Bali for Simbo ya tatu. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, colleagues. Let me recognize the Republican Vice President. Those guys there, I'm not sure what's happening there. Can somebody keep those guys in order? Kulinsima huko ni bwanji. Kulikansima huko kapena kulikansima. Mariteta, take charge of your province. Mariteta, show leadership. Let's proceed. All right, just leave them, guys. They'll waste our time. Leave them. They'll waste our time. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. Okay, guys, all right. All right, thank you very much. Tell those guys they can move while quiet. Martin, what's the problem? Martin, what's going on there? Huh? All right, let me recognize the Vice President. Let me recognize our alliance partners through the chairman who has spoken. Our party national chairman, secretary general, treasurer general, all NMC members. May I recognize our provincial chairpersons, of course, leading our 10 provinces. May I recognize all our outgoing ministers and all our candidates that have found across the country. Members of Parliament, mayors, council chairpersons, councillors across the country. We recognize the difficult process we have just gone through, given the high interest in members who want to stand under the UPND ticket. May I simply say, distinguished colleagues, those of you who kept to witness the filing in of our nominations today, we recognize all of you. What's happening there? What's happening? All right, thank you very much. So may I simply say, all the citizens that are watching this program live across the country, Zambia, Zambia, thank you very much. May I continue by saying, fellow citizens, today I, Hakainde Hichilema, and my running mate, Madam Mutale Nalumango, we stand here to accept your nomination to stand as President of the Republic of Zambia. I accept the responsibility with humility, patriotism, gratitude, and a solemn duty to save our people of Zambia, and to protect the nation of Zambia. That is why we elect presidents. Our vision is clear. Our vision was and still is to deliver a united, prosperous, inclusive, and equitable Zambia. That's our vision. A Zambia where every citizen has an opportunity to obviously pursue their career with dignity, hope, and indeed access to a place at the national table in our country without any exclusions, focusing on inclusions in our country. Our peace as a country is important. Peace is a precious inheritance, and we must safeguard it going forward. It is sacred, and once lost, it is difficult to regain. We have seen it from the countries in the neighborhood. Zambia has remained and continues to be a country, a beacon of peace, because our people chose unity over hatred. Our people have chosen dialogue over violence, and a country where all of us believe it is available to all that call themselves citizens of Zambia. Since independence, we have had 7 presidents. Mbelani, you guys there, can you keep quiet, please? You cannot be making noise here. Mwali Teta. Niyo na kuli kansima huko ka? Kansima kaleta vyongo ka? One Zambia, one nation. I am saying Zambia has remained a country, a beacon of peace, because our people have chosen unity over division and over hatred, dialogue over violence, and a country where we believe in ourselves, that we are capable of doing good for each other. Since independence, we've had 7 presidents from 4 political parties, yet we have maintained our peace. This is an asset that we must maintain all the time, every time. This is a rare and precious heritage that we must never destroy through division, violence, or political bickering. Where we are, where we're coming from, 5 years ago, Zambia stood divided, economically distressed, and internationally isolated. Violence, corruption, and reckless borrowing had taken root in our country, as opposed to conducting ourselves in a responsible manner. Markets and bus stations became zones of segregation, zones of violence and intimidation. Many Zambians had lost confidence in the future of their beloved country called Zambia. Zambia! Zambia! One Zambia, one nation. Thank you very much. Where are we today, knowing where we are coming from? Today, Zambia is rising. We have restored the rule of law, order, peace, national dignity, and confidence in our country. Zambians across the world now walk with their heads high. If you travel outside the country, you go to the passport office or immigration, you present your passport, they look at it, Zambia, they say, Bali's people, HH's people, come in, pam, 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 you go in. Zambia! Zambians across the world are feeling that sense of belonging again, away from what it was before the 2021 elections. We were debt-ridden. We have now restructured 94% of the debt. The debt which we did not create, the debt created by other people. But we have been able to restructure it to create room for investment in our economy. Inflation has fallen, the kwacha has stabilized, and the foreign reserves have reached a historical high. As we stand here, our foreign reserves are well over $6.5 billion, never achieved before in the history of our country. We have reopened mines and other industries. We have created totally formal and informal jobs in the last 4 years and 9 months, 1.1 million jobs in different sectors. That is a big, big achievement. Check the records at Zamstats. The records are there. Numbers don't lie. That is the fact. May I say also to you that investments have increased. Opportunities have increased. Just in the mining sector alone, we've attracted over $11 billion. Never achieved before in the history of our country. Investing in our people is very important. Free education, which many said was not possible, has brought back 2.5 million children back into school from all the distressed homes across the country. This is not a joke. This is a big achievement. Thousands of teachers have been employed, health workers, security personnel, and many others to mention in the public sector. New schools are being built. Water and sanitation are coming through. Health facilities, including maternity wings, so our women, our daughters can deliver in environments that are safe. I must say, all the 10 provinces are moving. 116 districts are on the move in our country without segregation. We have done this because we love, we care for the people of Zambia. I have said very few things, but fundamental things in terms of what we have said, what we have been able to deliver. When we talked about CDF at $1 million, many said it was not possible. But today, CDF is sitting at $2.1 million. That is a huge achievement. We can talk about a lot more things. Meal allowances restored. Viva Monko, viva! Viva Moma, viva! Those who took away your meal allowances are now saying they've changed. Mwena ni mwena. Mwena ni mwena. Whether in the Kafue River or in the Zambezi River, mwena ni Osanamiwa. Osanamiwa, they don't have love for you. That is why they took away meal allowances. That's why we are building hostels. That is why we have paid 10% NAPSA. That is why we've removed examination fees in all the schools. What a country. 4 years and 9 months from distress to progress. This is not a joke. And that is the ticket we are talking about today. Yes, we've done a lot, but much more needs to be done. We know that. And that is why on the 13th of August this year, we need to deliver a stronger message through voting and voting strongly. That is my message to you. Where are we going? The next chapter is about more jobs, industrial growth, more businesses, lower the cost of living, and expand for every Zambian opportunities. That is very important. We shall continue building a strong economy and a fairer society. We will drive regional economies. As we grow the economy, we will focus on regional economies to make sure that every province has investments. Every province is manufacturing something. Every province is doing something, including making sure the 6 provinces that have no universities, they will all have universities in each and one of the 6 provinces that have no universities today. And I can mention them to you. Eastern province will have a university, state university. Northwestern will have a university. Northern province will have a university. Luapula province will have a university. Western province will have a university. And Southern province will have a national state university as well. Education is the best investment. Barongobam, Banabahes, Mwebanand, Benzuma. Education is the best investment. Equalizer and inheritance. Everything flows out of there. That is our commitment. Absolute commitment. The regional economies will support local jobs. As I said, we shall continue moving Zambia forward without exception. This election, let me talk about it. In the first term, we have done what I call the heavy lifting. Debt restructuring, restoring mines, health, energy. You know, when the drought came, we had load shedding. And last year, I said to the people of Zambia, by December 2025, there will be no load shedding. Today, there is no load shedding. Zambia, oye! Zambia, oye! Now, we have done the heavy lifting. What now remains to be done is that this election and the term that is coming is about protecting the progress we have made. It's about peace, more progress, and the future of our children across the country. This election must not divide us. It must strengthen our democracy and our unity. What is this development? Let me call it in its local names. Zwelo Piri, Bukomo, Wiantash, Chitukuko, Lusumpuko. All of this is talking about development. One Zambia, one nation, Let us judge leadership by results, not by slogans, not by propaganda or slander or other isms. Let us judge the leaders we put in office by their ability to deliver for the people of Zambia. My dear friends, let us reject hatred, ethnicity, toxic language, hate speech, and political violence. Without segregation, if you engage in violence, in corruption, you are on your own. Simple. You are on your own. And I mean that. The peace must be maintained in our country. We must never return to violence, division, corruption, or reckless borrowing. As President, it is my solemn duty to ensure that these elections are free, fair, and peaceful. No one will be allowed to disrupt these elections. You come in the name of democracy, you disrupt the elections, you are on your own. That's my message, Kulibari Abambi, because they are the ones who brought violence in this country. They are the ones who brought pangas in this country. That is why shops are not even selling pangas, because we do not support violence in our country. This is also the resolve of this government and the citizens of Zambia. I want at this point to thank the students on the copper belt, the small-scale miners on the copper belt, the marketeers on the copper belt, who raised small amounts of money and contributed over 100,000 kwacha, which we have used to pay for the nominations today there. Thank you to the students and the youth of Zambia and marketeers. I will be coming to the copper belt to hold a meeting to thank you for your contributions. Please wait for me. We will have lunch together. Kukopa la kulia. Wangu wangu. Kale kale. Wangu tacherwa. Wangu wangu. Kale kale. Wangu tacherwa. Sot sana, sot sana, sot sana, sot sana. Zambia. Zambia. UPND must lead in providing unity, exemplifying unity. This is not a time for divisions. Every member, every supporter from today, can you answer me? I have a message for all of the UPND members. I have a message for all the supporters of UPND. From today, I, Bali, HH, is appointing all of you as campaign managers. Can I also ask you a question? You have heard the message. Have you heard the message? Have you agreed to be campaign managers? Tuone manja, those who have agreed. Zambia, Zambia, campaign in the house, campaign at school, campaign at college, in bus stops, in markets, everywhere. You boys who are not married, Imisepela, Nova Sankwa, from tonight, today, go back to your girlfriend and say you should vote for Bali and the UPND. Are we agreed? All the girls who are not married, let's see the hands of the girls who are not married. All the single girls, from tonight, go and tell Bashama Rivan of a boyfriend that they must campaign for UPND. Tuone manja, those who have agreed to campaign for UPND. Manja, 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 manja. Zambia, Zambia. Let us not be complacent. Let us not be arrogant and say we have already won. No. We have a lot of work to do. We have to campaign. We have to work hard And most of all, on the 13th of August, we must turn out and vote in big numbers. Have we got a message? We cannot win by not voting. There's nothing to say, Bari has already won. We must all go out and campaign, take our people we've campaigned with or for, take them to the polling stations. Each one of you must take 5 voters to the polling station. Have you agreed? Have you got a message? All you campaign managers must convert 5 people and take them to the polling station on the voting day. Sotsana, 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 Sotsana. Zambia, our mission is to deliver development for the people of Zambia. One Zambia, one nation. Let us move forward together as one people with one destiny and one flag. May peace and unity and patriotism continue to define our nation, and indeed, that is our character as Zambians. May God bless all of you. May God bless the Republic of Zambia. Asante sana. Nataizya. Pangono. Asante sana. Ziko mkwambili. Nataizya. Na Sarifya. Na Tashamkwai. Taonga Chomeni. Ziko mkwambili. Tualumba lezamulelege. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let us pray.